Welcome to the eBay barn, and we had a couple sales on eBay. One of them was actually an auction like a week ago, and they finally paid for it. It is these right here. I think I showed these before, but they paid $158 plus shipping for those. And then we did have a shotgun trigger assembly sell for I think $30 that I sent out yesterday. So we're gonna go ahead and pack this stuff up, ship them out. As you can tell out here, we've got Woodrow attached to the truck because we are trying to buy a storage unit right now in Dillon, South Carolina, which is about an hour away. It's a 10 by 15. It's not stacked to the top or anything. We're hoping we can fit everything in there. There's something very large in there and on wheels, and you can actually buy it in South Carolina and you don't need a title for it. So that's good because in South Carolina, you cannot have cars. If one is like in the storage unit, they tow it out and you can't actually purchase that. You can do like golf carts and some other not even motorcycles. So it's kind of odd. I wish I do watch like other people on YouTube that are able to buy cars in their state from storage auctions. And I'm like, I wish our state was like that. But I don't even think North Carolina is like that. So even if we got a car, because that would be really cool. There's one right now in Myrtle Beach. The storage locker is up to $10,000, right? There's a car sitting in the back that's covered up, and I mean, we're not bidding on it. It's 10 grand. That's a lot. And but in the front has tons of Pokemon stuff. And so I was like, man, I wonder what type of car is in there. So I'm thinking that the people are thinking that since they left a car in there, they were not wanting to lose this, or something happened, obviously. And so right now people are up to $10,000. $10,000 for the storage unit. That's probably the most expensive one I've ever seen so far, but I've never seen one over 10,000 bucks. I think this is at 10,100 right now, so 10,100. So it's going to be interesting. That's 4 days away. So that usually it has a lot of traction like right at the end. So that might be a $15,000 unit or $20,000 unit. I'm just hoping that they read the fine print and the car is not included in that. So, but I mean, there's a lot of money in Pokemon stuff. I think some of those cards, if you get the right stuff, I mean, some of that stuff is worth 30,000 bucks. So I don't know, but that's too expensive for my blood. The one we're going on right now, it's up to $740. It is annoying because you have to go get a cashier's check and then, do all that mariga-maru. But at least I read the fine print on that also. So when I get there, I don't have to find a bank and get a cashier's check. We'll call them, see exactly how much it is, go get the cashier's check, come back, grab the truck, it's full of gas. We got Woodrow attached, and then Kayla and I will go load that one and be good to go. Also, we have been, I've been working pretty diligently on this, but I think this is all the fabric we're going to do for the first show. I think there's like over, 100 of them. And then we'll have the remnants here that are already like pre-done, obviously from the seamstress locker. And then we're going to have like other stuff. Like we're going to do scissors. We're going to do some of these boo-boo things. Probably do a couple of those glass teapots that we found, the paperweights. We'll probably do some other paperweights. So it's not going to be all fabric because droning through a whole bunch of fabric, I think, would be tiresome and hard to watch. So we're going to like kind of split it up a little bit. The fabric, though, will not be taken pictures of, though. What I'm going to do is go ahead and do them in like 1 yard, 2 yard, 3 yard, 4 yard. I don't know if I already explained this. And it's going to be by weight. When I post it, it's by weight. When you get there, obviously, you'll know that if it's a 1 yard or 2 yard or 3 yard or something like that. I don't know if that makes sense. If you are on Whatnot, that does make sense to you. If you're not on Whatnot, it doesn't make sense. Just know that there will not be pictures of the specific fabric that I'm selling on Whatnot prior to the show. There will be other things that you can look at, and then we'll have a couple buy it nows and everything, and we'll have a whole bunch of like, not mystery boxes, but they're going to be just boxes full of remnant fabric that we're just going to throw in boxes, and you can buy them for like 10 bucks or 20 bucks or whatever, how much we think. And then that we'll tell you the weight of that, obviously. And they could be, some of them are right under a yard, but they're from salvage, I think it's called salvage edge to salvage edge. And they're, it's just a little less than a yard. And some of them will be like 9 by 9 squares or whatever. So we're throwing those all in there. It should be a good time. That, I think, is August 16th. We are a couple days away. We're only like 1 day away of turning this over. We might as well go ahead and do it now. What do you think's in August? We got the old parrot here. We got a zebra. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Because right here on August 9th, we have the jewelry show. Then August 16th will be a fabric show. Then I think we're doing another jewelry show. And then probably an everything show on the 30th. And then that will be it for August shows. And then September, we'll probably have 1 or 2 shows, maybe fabric. The fabric's been selling like hotcakes in the booth. We've been shoving some fabric in the booth. and it's been liquidating very, very quickly in there. So, but we still have tons. When I say we have tons, I haven't like vlogged inside of here in a while. Also, Kayla did, check it out, she cleaned up all of this. This looks amazing, and this for her jewelry show. We also took the microwave out of here and put it in our other house, which is that way actually, until we decide on what we're doing with the expensive microwave that we honestly don't want to fix. And then up here, all that's fabric, that's fabric, that's fabric, and that's fabric, and that's fabric. And these are all like the good fabric. The ones that are usually over a yard, that are brand new. I heard that that was a big thing too. Tell people that it's never been washed because you lose some size of the fabric. Because I've been doing my homework on fabric and stuff. And then this is what we have left. And if you take a look, all brand new stuff over here, all this is fabric that's fleece. The fleece has been doing really well in the booth, so we kind of been pushing a lot of the fleece to the booth. All this is, I think this is pre-made stuff. This is all made stuff, but all back here, all these boxes, like this thing right here is stacked full of fabric, like just stacked full. There's probably 300 pieces in there. I miscalculated a ton of this stuff. Fabric, all these, we basically have made, you know, they're all full of fabric. I would say upwards of thousands and thousands of yards, individual yards of fabric. So we're hoping we get like $5 to $10 a piece per yard. That would be really good. And so, but it won't be all fabric on that show. That's what I'm trying to get at, is that there will be stuff for everybody. If you like paperweights, if you like some other stuff. Oh, I forgot this room. And we still have all this that is fabric. I mean, it was a lot. It was absolutely a ton. We'll be selling fabric, which is good for us because probably won't post the video on the full version unless we sell at least half of it. So I might be doing a little bit of these like little synopsises at the end about, hey, this is how much we sold, this is how much we actually think we're gonna get, and kind of compare it to the last number at the bottom. But enough chatting. Let's go ahead and pack these orders. So we are outside. I think we just got a delivery of boxes up at the front door from USPS. Always remember that. Now, we don't use USPS a lot nowadays when it comes to eBay, but on Whatnot, they still use USPS priority from 1 to 5. So 1 pound to 5 pounds, they use priority, so that's why we get the free boxes. So if you use priority, always remember to do that. Let's give you a little update on this. The last update, basically everything was dead. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, things happened. It was super hot outside and everything was completely dead. Hold on a second. We have a drive-by coming through. This is how Kayla makes the dogs work out now, because all they want to do is get on there with her. So if she gets out ahead of them fast enough, they just run and try to chase the golf cart. She obviously makes sure she doesn't run them over or anything like that. Miko will get in the way in a heartbeat. Willow can't catch the golf cart at all. She just can't do it. But Miko, on the other hand, at that full speed, the golf cart, Miko can actually catch it, which means that she's probably running 20 some miles an hour, but she can do it for short periods of time. That's one fast puppy. But look at Willow over there trying to get on it. She's more of a rider than a runner when it comes to it. Miko is definitely a runner and really enjoys it. Easy way to tie your dogs out too. But getting back to this. So if you check it out, we had a whole bunch of, like, this stuff's doing the best. This is the watermelon or cantaloupe. We actually don't know what it is yet, but it's spreading everywhere. It's got so many buds and just tons of things. Look at Miko, full stride. Full stride, catches it, no problem, and then gets on it. Look, she loves it. They absolutely love it. And then I trimmed all this stuff. So I took like an hour to trim all the dead stuff off of the tomatoes, which I think was a good idea because they're doing really well. And look how many tomatoes that we end up getting here. And then this one, I did the exact same thing, and it seems like they're not as rotting as bad, but we are having like this issue, like things are eating it. Like, what is that? Something obviously ate that. Is that a bird? A chihuahua? Like, what is actually eating that? These right here they've been on there for a really long time, but we have a whole bunch. These are the Goliath ones that we bought from Tractor Supply. And another, like, seriously, I might put a trail cam up here to see what is eating my tomatoes. I'm thinking a bird. That's what I'm thinking. Very possible. I really don't know. The beans still got nothing here. And then the cucumbers were all dying, so we took off the ones that were dead. And take a look, that fast in one day, and with not a lot of sun because it's been a little cloudy here, that we're already starting to get a lot more greenery. And I did give them some nitrogen and some other stuff. And then all of the peppers now, The yellow peppers I'm really impressed with, so I need to get in here and probably trim some of this dead stuff. But these are the little yellow peppers here. Check them out. They're called lunchbox peppers, I think, or lunchbox peppers. I didn't have any of them, like none. They weren't growing. And then all of a sudden in like a week, boom, I think I have 20 or 30 of them on 3 plants. And then look at this. Like this one's blooming because we cut a ton of this stuff down here off that was like half dead, half not dead. So they're doing good. What I'm saying is I'm trying to learn how to trim this stuff so it grows obviously a lot better. And we can have, you know, a lot, because I'm out of cucumbers. I already ate all my pickles. Like that one video where I did the pickles, I literally ate them that night. And the peppers, I'm out of peppers too. So we eat a ton of vegetables. Again, I'm trying to lose some weight. I had a misstep. I did have a misstep of losing the weight. I ate at night a couple nights, and I just gained 2-3 pounds in a night. So it's incredible. Well, number one, I can eat a lot too. So, but what we're gonna do, go ahead, water the garden, and then go up to the front door and pick up the boxes that the USPS dropped off. And I stepped on the hose here, bent the hose, but still works real good. It's a beautiful day. It's not too hot outside. It's kind of dreary, but it's nice. After that extreme heat wave, we'll take this nice, I think it's like 85 degrees outside with not that bad of humidity. We will take that all day long for sure. I make sure I water these things a lot. People are probably like, you're doing it wrong. Well, doing the best we can here. Doing the best we can. But I think that sun, it was brutal for about 6 days of just sun, 110 degree weather, really took a toll on these guys. And since the last couple of days, it hasn't been that bad, and they have been doing a lot better. So in golf cart news, nothing seriously new is going on here, but we did get our South Carolina golf cart permit, and we did get the insurance for the golf cart. That means you can drive this on the road with certain things. So like in South Carolina, you can only go 4 miles away from your house, like 4 miles one way. That's a little far for a golf cart anyway, so we would probably never go that far. And then also it has to be from dusk till dawn. And then you have to have insurance on it, and you have to have a driver's license to drive it. Other than that, they're allowed on the road. It just has to be a road that's 35 mile an hour or under. Now, what we can do, we can actually take the golf cart to drop off the packages. I don't know if Kayla wants to do that, but we could jump in the old golf cart right now, shoot across the street, and take the packages. Yeah. All right, well, let's grab the packages. First time out on the big road, we're gonna take our 2 packages. Now, if it was me, I'd come up here and then take that back road off to your right or left, off to your right between the law office, and go the back way. That's just me. Or we can stay on Main Street. It's legal, but a little bit more scary. You haven't been charging it?
No.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'd be shooting down this street right here. This is the law office.
Signal.
Just stick your arm out the window straight.
Straight?
Yep, you're good. That's that. This is how close we live to where we drop off the packages. Taking this back way. Yeah, give her some gas. Is that all she's got? Yeah, keep going. I think she'll do like 25. We should get a GPS on this thing, see how fast she'll go. Okay, so there's the post office right there. So this is where we drop everything.
How do I do to lift?
Just stick your hand out.
Just stick your hand out?
Yeah. All right, well, that's how close we live to the place we drop off the packages. That's why we're like, hey, we need a golf cart. So about 20 seconds later, this is also why we wanted to live in the city, is because you do have like little places to eat and stuff and go get coffee. So literally 20 seconds golf cart ride down the road is gonna be the grind right here. We're gonna stop in real quick, hit the big gulp in the middle of the road. That's the whole big gulp. And get us a little coffee.
They have really good smoothies.
Smoothies. And then also their iced coffee. I just get black iced coffee. Delicious. And a Diet Coke, which I know is bad for me, but the aspartame is delicious. And we're rolling up to our house. Hey, we haven't been in the florist yet, which is like 4 houses down from us. Actually, 1 house down. And then we'll grab the stuff off the porch here. Oh, it's like we're going off-road, man. Welcome home. So I get a lot of questions, especially after the seamstress locker and then the millionaire locker, but that was like 6 months ago, about how I pick the lockers when I'm ready to buy them. And a lot of that honestly has to do with if they're around here or like what the locker obviously looks like, because you only get a few pictures. And then the one, I'm gonna show you the one that we're bidding on right now. It's up to $740. Yeah, $740. This one right here, now a lot of things are gonna come into this because one, it's an hour away to a place we've never been, and you have to get a cashier's check. Now you're like, well, that doesn't seem like a lot. That's more headache, right? So like, we have to go to the bank. It's gonna take time, get a cashier's check, travel an hour, and then hopefully we'll put it in one load. If not, we have to go back and get it. Also, so it's not close to the house. So this will be one that we load into the trailer and do at our house. Now we are gonna switch things up a little bit when it comes to doing stuff. If they're close within 30 minutes, we're actually not gonna do them in the backyard anymore. We're gonna do them on like location. So instead of that, we'll just put everything after we're done. And that's how we did it for the last two on the Bearded Thrift Machine, and it worked out pretty well. But these longer ones, we can't do that just because of the travel. Now, obviously, what I'm about to show you, you're like, of course I would, that looks pretty good. This is the first picture you get to see. And obviously there is a John Deere riding lawnmower in it. Now it has the deck on it that you can see. It is an older model. It's the LA 105. I looked them up. If we get it running, maybe 500 bucks, maybe 600 bucks. Does it run? Probably not. A lot of these, if you look on Facebook, they don't run, and they're for parts. And for parts, you can probably get about a couple $100 for them. But also, if you look like right here and right here, there's some bigger toolboxes. There's a toolbox here. There's a toolbox here. This doesn't look like it has a lot of weight in it, because these, if you stack a lot of weight on these, they will crush. And there's no weight, so I don't know if these are empty or just super, super light. It's just another picture of those. And you can kind of zoom in and everything back here. There's like some wall decor. So it's not all garage stuff, because here I see some decorations maybe. I have no idea what this thing is. It's some sort of spigot or something right there. There's always a mattress. There's a mattress there. So, but I would not go over like 800 bucks for this one. If it was super close, that's obviously another TV. And there is, I think, one more toolbox back here. And again, it is an hour away, so we have to travel an hour with gas on the truck. We get 8 miles to the gallon pulling it. So that all comes into, what we want to spend for it. This one, I don't want to go over $1,000 because this one right here has a $100 cleaning deposit. You get that back. But the sales tax in the sales tax here for some reason is 10%, which is way higher than usually. A lot of times it's 0, and sometimes it's 5%. So all that comes into play, and you only have 48 hours to get this out of there. A lot of times you have 72 hours. So we'll see. There's 16 minutes left, $740 so far. And again, we hopefully get that done in one truckload. So that's how I look at it. Now there's a couple more in a couple days that are interesting looking. They're big units. Like this one right here is going, right now it's only at $20, but it's gonna go way higher. It's just a whole bunch of boxes. And this one says like books and books and books. So are these all books? I don't know. There's no other packing. I don't think that this is professionally wrapped. And also I think it's very suspicious that these right here are so high. And I don't know, like they could just do a wall of things and there's nothing behind it because this is a 10 by 20. So that one's gonna be interesting. A lot of people don't bid on that type of stuff. But one, because it is a 10 by 20 with a whole bunch of books in it, that is a lot of moving. But that is closer. It is in Myrtle Beach, so that's about 40 minutes away. And there's a couple of 10 by 25s, I think, in here. But I did want to show you this one. And make sure I don't hit the bid button on it, because this one right here is the $10,000 unit. I'll go ahead and show you. Check it out right there, $10,530. Says right there, vehicle not for auction. So we'll go ahead and look. I think it's interesting. Like this is one of my favorite pastimes. This is my favorite part, is looking through pictures, picking out storage units, and just seeing what you can see. So like all this obviously would be Pokemon stuff. You are assuming that these are full of Pokemon stuff. That's what I think people are assuming, that all of these are full. Because if you're spending 10 grand just on this, now all this is new. I looked up, like this goes for like a couple $100. I didn't look up anything else. These look like they're brand spanking new stuff there. All that's the Pokemon stuff. And then all these boxes here are Pokemon. Back there's Pokemon. But it's a big unit. It goes deep inside here. I mean, look at this. All that stuff back there. Kind of hard to see. I don't think that's Pokemon. And then you have like stuff you put flowers in, which I think is odd. And then you have the car here, which is not part of it. So that people are spending $10,000 just on this stuff. I don't know if that's crazy. I don't know if that's a good deal. I would never do it just because I don't know what I'm looking at. But there is a lot of this stuff in there, and all of it looks brand new. But I would like, see if they were selling that car with that, I'd definitely be a runner in. Not for 10 grand, because I wouldn't want any of this stuff. That's the funny thing. So we'll go ahead and sit here for a little bit and see what happens. We are back from Dillon, and we picked up that unit. Like I said, we won it 140 bucks, and we did get, it was insane. It was nice. But there was a sofa in there, which we don't like sofas. And then the steering on the John Deere did not work, so that was kind of a pain. And then also the mattress weighed 42,000 pounds. But after that, we did real good.
That was the heaviest mattress I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, big time mattress right there. They always full of foam now. But we're at the Tractor Supply because Kayla here wants a trimmer. Edger. She wants an edger. So we're gonna go in here, see what type of edgers they have. We might end up having to go to like Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that. I don't know how much what they got in here. So we'll go in, take a look. And because she says the front yard looks atrocious. Now, I don't think that that's true.
It looked atrocious.
What did you say?
It just, well, the front yard needs to be cut. And then it just needs to be edged a little bit.
The word atrocious came
no,
in
it
from
didn't.
I'm pretty sure. Let's go in there, find us a trimmer, edger. Find something. We have been back, and we went to Tractor Supply. They didn't have any edges or anything. We'll get those another day. We got a thunderstorm rolling in from Conway. This is one of the most powerful thunders I think I've ever heard in my life. Y'all got to hear a whole bunch of it, and I think that might be hail actually that's coming in right now. And absolutely insane lightning / thunder show tonight. Holy crap, did y'all see that? I'm laying down here making myself little.